Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, dogs, ducks, chickens. You tuned into a movie. YouTube's champ, the people's champ. Thumbnail. I'm gonna find me some more of them little vape cartridges. When I moved, I packed up my little Delta 8 flavors and my indicas and sativas and my hybrid cartridges. And I ran across them today. Still unpacking, but unpacking is beautiful. Thank you, God, for this ability to unpack in a beautiful new home space. We must be mindful of our Thanksgiving. It's not just a holiday. We got to do this. We got to always be in a spirit of thanksgiving, in a spirit of welcoming, of love and acceptance and gratitude and grace and mercy. And it can't just be a, when people might see me type of thing. It got to be when ain't nobody watching you. Are you praising? Are you giving thanks? Are you talking to the Most High? Are you in constant communication? Is that connection strong? Because if you go a long time without talking to somebody, the connection ain't as strong as it could be. Shout out to the people who don't see their friends for weeks, months, maybe even years at a time. And when you see them, the link is still there. God gonna be the homie just like that. But at the same time, if you're talking every day, the connection is stronger with God, not with everybody else. Because sometimes there's such thing as overstaying your welcome. But you ain't heard it here, honey, because I ain't no gossip. But welcome back. Welcome back to Empress Vibe. I want to get into one of our Queen of Pentacles readings. Let's talk about this wealth. Okay? Let's talk about that. Let's put all the cups and all the swords. People be hating and, all the wings. I don't really too much do readings on wands because if you don't look good, you don't know how to look good, then maybe that's just not your thing. All right? But Queen of Pentacles, we can all have a little coin. And then when you got a coin, you can pay somebody to help you on the Queen of Wands. And that's not my thing. Go see them hair and makeup channels by that. You know what I'm saying? Because I be chilling like this. And I think this is pretty decent, actually. But when I do my makeup, I be Queen of Wands to the max. So it's in there, but I don't really be caring about shit like that. So go somewhere else with it. We won't do vanity over here. Because that's the very least of what attracts people to us. Now, if you want to talk about arts and shit, then we can get into that aspect of Queen of Wands, but I digress. Queen of Pentacles, we're going to see about this money. We're going to talk about them dollars. There's an opportunity here. They say the best entrepreneurs find that space between an unmet need, and the people who have that unmet need, and they feel it. And there's this this energy of the empresses, the divine feminines being able to bridge a gap. There is a small group or a niche that has been untapped. Maybe you have weird interests. I'm astrologically bipolar. Clinically as well. But we ain't talking about that though. That's not even what we talking about here. We talking about these signs and shit, right? You could be a person who is like really into one thing, but you also into something that's totally even not close to the other thing that you're interested in. There's an opportunity to connect the two, be the one to bridge the gap. So that's where the money is at. That's where the money's at for a lot of our divine feminines right now. It's like, and really what you're doing is you just being that connection. You really just moving, you really doing God's work when you bring together two totally unrelated parties on common ground, because that ain't doing nothing but bringing more togetherness, putting more people together. So I feel like it's like social events, people, women, divine feminines, empresses who are into social things like social planning, social events, doing retreats. It don't have to be physical. It can be online too, It can be like live Zoom sessions. It could be mastermind calls. It can be stuff like that. You can get your friends together and y'all just have like a game night or some shit. And that can be content that can be monetized. So there's this energy of like bringing different parties together. People who think they live in different worlds, but there's more in common than they may think. That is a magical money-making opportunity for someone, especially if it has to do with women's empowerment. I have never looked at this room and seen we and thought women's empowerment. So, because I don't really be on that cliche shit like that. So, like a lot of the women's empowerment be bullshit. But if you're watching me though, I have a feeling that it's some real in you, some authentic in you, Empress Vibe, and you would be the one. If there's anyone who need to be doing women empowerment readings, not women empowerment readings, but women empowerment like events, pop-ups, retreats, resorts, whatever the case may be, parties, it would be someone who is of the Empress Vibe. Actually, that's where you're definitely needed in that industry. It's something about the way you communicate. The way you communicate would make people feel more at home. It would make people feel more comfortable opening up. And isn't that really all people want these days, is just to be somewhere where you're accepted, where everybody wants to find their tribe now. So money on that tip. If you've been thinking about in any way, any type of endeavor where you bring people together and you like make money off either the cover charge or you make money off of the content produced from this togetherness, Spirit is supporting that. Definitely go with that. That's just the rooms. You seen how that just many are called, but the chosen are few. Am I still sitting here with this damn headset? I look so stupid. I look stupid. I don't look stupid, but it's just like, why you got headphones on? Like, what are you doing? You a DJ now? What's up? DJ Nick Nasty on the mic. What's up? DJ Nick Rob in the building. Those vape pens be hitting harder than you might think. So when you see me coughing, it don't be no cold or no shit. It be I done hit that good vape a time or two before I started recording. Okay, I got 5 cards down here because when you building something or anything, I feel like 5 is a good number for new challenges, for new endeavors, because you're definitely going to meet challenges on the path of entrepreneurship. So it's just more realistic to me. I ain't got no lie to tell you, no bullshit to tell you. There's a method to everything I do as a reader. The wheel is about movement. This is what begins it and this is what ends it. It's like you'll be motivating people. You'll be giving them the information that they need to move forward. So digital goods is supported here, but also really, okay, I do want to take the time because I have sold digital goods before, but I am of the school of thought that if it is not really truly giving value to people, you're scamming. So if you push a vendor list that you done got from somebody else, you're scamming because you don't even know if those links work. Now, if you're the person who sat there and went through and checked out all of these vendors individually on these 1,000 link lists, you ain't went through individually. But I have seen some who truly have, they can have a list of 5 vendors, but those vendors are already tried, true, and tested. And it's worth the value. But then you have those people who just copy and paste shit from anywhere, and then they want to sell that as legit. That ain't it. You're scamming because you're not giving you're misrepresenting what it is that you're selling. So when I say digital goods, I don't mean just hop up there and go try to sell something that you ain't even did yet. If you haven't done it yourself, you can't tell nobody else about it. But if you've done things yourself, there is value in your experience. And I do feel like your experience, your particular pathway or your journey, something about your sauce, your method is valuable. So you can connect people or you can bring people together who may not have access to information prior. You can give them the information, the understanding that they need to move things forward. In the wheel, they say, it's basically that the first shall be last, last shall be first, pretty much, because on the wheel, whoever's at the top, they're going to take a turn, at the bottom. And that don't necessarily mean you're going to fall from grace, but if you have worked your way up to the top of something or you've gotten a lot of experience, the bottom part of that wheel may be service. Now it's time for you to serve. You can't always be exalted. Now you have to serve. It ain't, when somebody say that the wheel turns, you know how them tables turn. They don't always turn in a negative way. For a person who's living on a positive vibration, you're in a good frequency at all times. There's no such thing as things turning in a bad way for you. Everything is working for your good, Romans 8:28. And those who did not have that information, who would have been considered at the bottom, it's going to be their time to get the information that they need so that they can start making their way around to the top and so that they can get their come up too. The wheel is definitely come up energy. So I feel like your experience would be helping somebody come up. And that's the value. And that's why when you bring these people together, or when you sell these mastermind tickets, or when you put this ebook or this class together, it will be valuable and it's capable of being sold. Because there's a lot of mistakes that people just do not be wanting to go through. We got 10 of Wands in reverse energy. Ain't nobody got time for that. We trying to move. We trying to go with the wheel. They trying to go gadget. That's the Kim Possible. I'm talking about go gadget. Then I said the Kim Possible. What's the sitch with that? All right. But this 10 of Wands, look at my fingers. It's backwards when you in the camera. Y'all know how this is. Look, don't start with me. Don't start with me. 10 of Wands. That's that. And 10 of Wands energy, you keep beating yourself upside the head. You keep falling on your ass. You keep hurting yourself. Don't nobody want to do that. They want to fast track. So that could be, did I just give you a marketing term? Fast track? Look at that. This ain't no regular wealth readings. I'm not trying to tell you no generic shit, baby. We going into detail. I knows what I'm talking about because I knows God. Okay? Some people, they don't know where to start. They don't even have, you don't know what you don't know. Because I was finna say, but no, you don't. Spirit say, no, they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You literally just don't know what you don't know. My people perish for lack of knowledge. There's a lack of information for a certain group, certain niche, certain population. There's even prosperity and abundance when you deal with disparate populations, like when you deal with the underserved or, the unfortunate in a nonprofit capacity. There's even money in that. There's ways you can monetize that. Of course, grant writing and stuff like that. But now with the way that like YouTube is and GoFundMe's and stuff like that, like you can make the money. And there's certain ways that you have to spend that money. Now, let me say that. But you can make money. Like nonprofits don't have to struggle these days the way they used to struggle back in the day because their only funding was like old school fundraising or getting a grant. Now there's like multiple ways nonprofits can hustle just like a solopreneur or just like a small business. The hustle is just out here. So many ways to make money, connecting people. Our society is getting more antisocial. So anything that's going to promote turning that sword around to opening communication back up is going to be supported. God is supporting that. I'm getting this energy of a lot of people think that they either have to have a degree or they think that maybe their own record, their own like criminal records or something, they feel like there's a barrier for them. And you would be the one that bridges that gap for them, that shows them, no, you don't have to go the Ivy League route, or you don't even have to go state university. You don't have to have even an associate's degree. You don't have to, have a clean, you don't have to have like no felonies, or you don't have to have a record at all, or even if it hasn't been expunged yet. It's just this feeling that whoever the audience is for you, they feel like there are these barriers that's stopping them alongside not having information. And that as well could also be the very information that they need. That there's a gateway, that there's an opening that you can go through. And you got to kind of usher these people through. And the fact that you're ushering them through, you can collect a little tippage. Take the tickets as you ushering them through in the line. Get you a little money, okay? A little money. But yeah, you would be the one who is helping them to pursue something, to start something, to be able to take a creative idea or even a passion. Because for a lot of them, they don't have no idea yet. They don't really know how they could monetize this. You could be helping people realize what it is that they could monetize. It could be just that simple. That could be your hustle. People come to you with these ideas and stuff, and you do a workshop and show them how to make money off of it. And I mean anything, because I'm that kind of person. You tell me anything, I can literally show you the way to make money off of it. And I'm talking about shit that I've done before and actually made money from. I don't have to make a whole thousands and stuff because bipolar. And I don't be wanting to do stuff after I figure it out. Okay, I don't care no more. I want to move on to the next thing. but I've made money from it, so I know it works. It's just like I'm walking around testing water faucets to see which ones actually pour water out of it, and then saying, "Oh, you like that kind of water? Come here. They got this kind of water, and just turn that faucet on like this." Same way, same type of energy. So this information would be taking people who just are unaware. Their ignorance is the reason why they can't come up for themselves. And I'm not saying ignorant in a bad way. Ignorant literally just means that you don't know something. So to say I don't know means I'm ignorant. It's just negative connotations from how other people who really are ignorant of the definition of ignorant, so they use it ignorantly. This world we live in, so funny. All right, I'm gonna see if there's any more clarifiers, because I mean that seems pretty clear. I don't really know how much more clear I can get with that. I gave you a lot of juice right here. Bound. People feel bound, like they don't know how to get to where they want to get. Most of them giving up, don't really even, kind of look for those opportunities. They're just kind of surrendered to a dead-end lifestyle. And you come in with this knowledge and you're basically able to like bring them up and help them to get where they want to get. I heard savior, but I don't too much really be trying to call no people no saviors. Like you just a helper. Maybe they could say, you could have a testimonial or something with somebody singing your praises and saying like such and such divine feminine empress literally saved my life. I was in a dead end job and they showed me how to boom, 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 zoom, 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 set up this, do that. And now I make money and can feed my family and blase, blase. You know how that testimonial shit work. But it'll be an authentic testimony. It'll be real. It won't be no shit nobody done typed up themselves and then just pasted it onto the website, because that too is a hustle, okay? Oh, I'm giving y'all so much game right now. Oh my God. That's so much. Yeah. Just kind of even the playing field for people. Putting all God's people on one accord, okay? And that's where your money lies. That's where the wealth is. So if you've clicked on this reading and you've been thinking about any type of social business and just a social entrepreneur, that got to be a hashtag. I'm sure you can go on Instagram. I'm talking about Instagram. You can go on Instagram or like TikTok and search the hashtag social entrepreneur and see what type of shit I'm talking about. I just heard, what's the name of that? Something weekend. Is it Mayhem? What is the name? Where people like travel all together and go to all these different destinations, and I'm talking about be partying. It'd be a whole sea of people just be partying all over the world together. What is that shit called? Because I was scheduled to go to one at the beginning of 2020, and we all know what happened. I think it was like April or May of 2020. I was supposed to go to one, and no, wasn't nobody going nowhere at that time. Oh, what is the name of that? Something weekend. They just have weekends all over the place. Weekend events. I don't want to turn this camera off without telling y'all what the name of that weekend is. So we're going to run this camera and I'll just edit it out, because I'll be damned if I don't make this point. Because this is something that somebody needs to find out. A lot of people may already know about it, but somebody don't know about it. And they need to know what I'm talking about so that they can see an example of orchestrating events that you get paid off of. 20 minutes later. It's something like mayhem though. It's like some kind of word that you don't hear a whole lot of. I'm just running the camera out looking at pictures of Meg Thee Stallion now. What is the name of that damn weekend? I know where I can find it at, because I remember Jayla went on it. Jayla, yeah, Corian, she went to some weekend and she vlogged it in Ibiza. I took a trip to Ibiza. Damn, girl, how many times have you been to Ibiza? I thought I was finna find something. It's not in the title, so. I took a pill in Ibiza. Yes, it'd be like a bunch of like, black people living their best life, just traveling around the world, meeting up, partying together. Shit be lit. And I'm trying to figure out why ain't nobody saying the name of the weekend. Like, what y'all trying to hide? This is what gives me pause. The fuck? I'm talking about the shit be lit. I must find this for you. I just fucking remembered it. Man, turn this shit off, because when nobody gonna say it for me, when nobody gonna help me out, I had to really scour the net and find the name of it. Haywire Weekend. Yes, Haywire Weekend. The shit be so lit. Like, it be a bunch of, it's mostly black people. That's what I love about it. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. Beautiful. Just be traveling all around the world, going to festivals, out the country, partying together. I don't know yet exactly. Okay, yeah, they got a Jamaica takeover. Yeah, coming up June 9th through June 13th in Jamaica. And then they going to Greece September 2nd through September 6th. See, y'all go check that shit out. So now that you know what I'm talking about, Haywire Weekend. So somebody who thinking about doing, like, you know, getaways and stuff like that, that is a great place to start in terms of like getting ideas and stuff or inspiration. So yeah, that's been the reading, y'all. I done spent the whole last little bit of the reading trying to find that for y'all, but you got it. You know what I'm talking about, and I wish you the best of luck. Go get that money. Go get that money.